We're on my man Awesome Times account. We're going to be doing a couple summons, and we're going to be doing an account review for him. So let's get right into the summons, then we'll go over his box. I think we're going to build him probably a faster lair team, because that's probably the most important thing for where he is in the game. But let's go over his box, see what he has, and then we'll get into what we're actually going to do today for his account review. But let's do these summons first. We do have a sacred, which I believe this is the free sacred that we got from the rollback when CCG rolled back the time in the game. So we almost got a legendary chip. Probably buy one from the guild shop, but that's okay. So let's do these. I'm not sure what he needs. I know he's missing a lot of stuff, so I'm sure any nat 5 would be a good nat 5. Probably should went over that first, but since we're doing an account review, we're gonna go over that in just a second anyways. Ooh, we got a gold. That would have been awesome if that was a nat 5 right off the bat. So here we go. Chaotic. Let's see it. No gold. And help build my C12 and L12 team. I would say C12 first before L12. I'd worry about the C12 first. I would do lair and C12 and then just farm C12 on the side. And then get into lair in the future. Because you can't farm all three at the same time anyways. Alright, so let's do this 6 single. And then we'll do 10 temples. I mean, I've gotten 3 nat 5s from 60 mystics. So maybe we can get 1 from 26. You never know. The bulldog luck is real on this channel, that is for sure. Let's see if we can bless my man Awesome Time with a brand new nat 5. We'd love to see it. Something to speed up his runs, maybe a Bone King for lair. Our 26 Bone King would actually be really nice here, because I feel like he has a perfect team to stick a Bone King in. That would make his lair team perfect. And we do have a sacred, so we actually have a shot at getting a Bone King here. 26 Bone King would actually be really awesome. Can we make it happen, CCG? Can we make it happen? And we'll take a Himinico too, because she's so good. That's actually the video I'm going to be putting up next, is the Himinico guide. Well, mini guide. Lots of cheetahs. Blasters calling Himinico. Love to see it. Here we go. Bless my man Awesome Time with a brand new Bone King. Bone King. Oh, take that. Your early game, so Holy Swordsmen are always good. Skill up, Sanctified. Can never complain about that. Always take a Holy Swordsman. One more 10 pull. Can we do it? Nat 5, please. CCG. Bless this man with a Bone King. Bone King, please. Lumi. Back to the Lumis. Hey, you got 3 golds, though. You got Una, Lumi, and what was I forgot what the other one was, but we got 3. Alright, so now we got the sacred. Let me know in the chat, guys. What do you think it's going to be? What is it going to be in the chat? Bone King would be beautiful here. Okay, come on, Bone King. Bless this man. Bone King. Bulldog luck. Let's see the Bone King. 26th Bone King. Here we go. 26. Ooh, everybody said Abyss Lord too. He's not bad, though. He's not bad. He'll actually speed up runs for you. Even though we had a craft. I don't know if you did the craft or not, but you can always convert too. Well, let's look at your box. Now that we know what we got here. Let's see what we got. Well, he has a Bone King. He has a Bone King. What am I talking about? He's got a Bone King. So I already know the lair team. I mean, yeah, you can either take your chances in converting or sanctify. That's what I would do. I'm going to leave the choice up to you. Those are the 2 I would go with. You can either go for something new, or you can sanctify your Abyss Lord. I wouldn't build the second one quite yet where you are in the game. I would hold off on that. So I would say your choices would be sanctify or try for something new. So he says convert. And you have 2 converts too. You have a lot of converts. So you can actually try twice if you don't get something you don't like. Alright, so what do you guys think it's going to be in the chat, guys? What do you think? Yeah, Dragoon or Mountain King would be nice. Fallen Angel Enchantress would be nice. Spider Queen. Actually, Spider Queen would be... Spider Queen or Lich would be top tier for him right now. Because Lich, he can get himself the 4-second farmer. And Spider Queen is just good everywhere. And he's missing so much stuff, yeah. So it's actually a good idea to convert, because you're still missing a lot of stuff. So let's make it happen. Here we go. Bulldog luck for my man Awesome Time. Brand new Spider Queen. Ooh, Dragon. You don't have her though, right? That's a rough one, because you don't have her. That's a hard choice. I would probably keep the princess. So I guess it's better than having 2 Abyss Lords at this point. So, but she's really good. Princess is super good. She needs a lot of love though. She needs a lot of skill. She needs to be skilled up. She'll actually really help you out in your C12 and L12 runs with the crit passive. And no one uses Genie actually. He's okay for certain things, but he needs skill cats firstly. He has to be fully skilled up to be effective. And this second skill needs to be a 2-turn taunt. I don't know why it's a 1-turn. He's a nat 5. It should definitely be a 2-turn, not a 1-turn. So my man Genie is on the chopping block. One more time. What do you guys think? So here we go. Let's see our brand new Spider Queen / Lich for my man Awesome Time. Here we go. Here is your brand new Spider Queen. Ooh. It's like one and the other, but Garuda does massive world boss damage. I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably just keep the Genie then. Just in case they ever buff him. Especially if you're not going to use Garuda. I mean, if you're going to build Garuda and sanctify him and use him as world boss, then keep the Garuda. But if you're not going to do that anytime soon, then just keep the Genie. Take the Garuda? Yeah. No problem. Garuda it is. Like I said, it's up to you. Garuda it is. You can keep in the Garuda, last type Garuda, or Genie in the chat, Awesome Time, and that's the one I'm clicking. So whatever you type next, that's what we're keeping. Garuda, you're going to get... Make sure you sanctify your other one now, because it'll make him super strong. He'll do massive damage at world boss. He actually does amazing damage, I have to say. That's the one good thing he's good for. Clicks cancel on accident. Yeah, that would be right up my alley. Okay, so now that all that stuff is over, now let's get into this lair team. All right, let's run the lair team here. All right, let's just run it. But that's something we're gonna do right now. You need to skill that up. There's no reason you don't have that skilled up. You got like 30 skill cats in storage. He likes to, yeah, I do the same thing, but when it comes to something like a Bone King passive, you need to skill that up. It makes it most effective. I think this team is gonna, I don't think we're gonna have to do much here. I think we're just gonna have to work on your runes a bit, but I think everything else is gonna be just fine. Pretty much the same team that I use for the most part. I just use it in a different way. My 4-second team is almost ready though. So I'll be speed farming lair in no time. For where you are in the game, it's actually a really good lair team. 3 times speed. Oh, yeah, that's because it's because it doesn't transfer. I always forget it doesn't transfer. But this team seems fine. There's not much we have to do here. The only thing you could do is get more damage to make the run faster. I couldn't even speed it up. Let's run it one more time so I can fix that. The only thing I can see here is just more damage, which we'll work on in 1 second. But this is why I love, this is like my favorite team. This is the team I always, except I push Una instead of Elven Queen, because Elven Queen's harder to get for a lot of new players. That's why I always go with Una over Elven Queen. Yeah, you could do that actually. You could put another Holy Swordsman instead of the Golem probably. But the issue is then he would have to do enough damage to not take all of these hits though. Because if he's taking all these hits without the Golem, he's gonna take huge damage. The Golem is the only thing like really stopping him from taking mass damage. So he would need a lot of damage. I think that's like a further future team. Let's try her in here, because she could be good. And this gives you extra defense. This will give you the extra defense buff. She's really slow though, but I just want to see what would happen here. At least you got a defense buff. Could drop Archmage with Reflect is decent. Yeah, I don't know if we could put him in the front line though. Jumps can't hit through invincibility. I know, but I feel like, oh yeah, I guess as long as you do enough damage that that your counterattacks aren't rubbing off, then yes, you're 100% right. Wasn't paying attention to that. I feel like a few times you were a little short though, like right there. And now your stuff's gonna come out of counterattack. You see? So now they're not gonna have invincibility anymore. But you should still be okay. I feel like this team is actually gonna work better without the Golem. But you're gonna have to fix up your Athena a little bit. Then it'll work even better. I feel like she's too slow. I feel like this team is faster already though. Or Archmage. Alright, we'll try that. But I feel like Athena could be really good for this team too, because she is really slow. She's only plus 124 speed. But she brings a lot of HP to the table with all these runes. I don't know if he has this skill. Yeah, he does. Okay, good. Let's try it. For lair, I'd probably want to use this, but this is okay. For lair, I would use this one, but since this is fully skilled up, we'll just stick with that. See what happens. Yeah, so he should suck up a lot of these hits here and then reflect it and do massive damage. So yeah, he did big damage there. This might be good too. The Athena one seemed pretty fast though. Well, he didn't take the big hit, but he did take a hit. This one works too, but I feel like you can go either way really. You can really put anything in this last slot, to be honest with you. It's really up to you, yeah. But they're both better than than using the Golem. And once we work on these Holy Swordsmans, so the lair team is good. Like you don't really need much help with the lair. You're good as far as lair goes. I don't think he has one built, Young. Alright, so let's get into this here. So I think the first thing we need to do is check out these Holy Swordsmans as far as that one goes. mean, a 6-star is one thing, but 5 stars we definitely don't want to max out. I think you're fine. I think you're fine. I don't think we want to waste too much kyanite on this stuff. Just wait to get better runes. You're doing enough damage. You're doing more than enough damage in lair. The first one's going to help a lot because now he's at 3,000 attack. Got this one at 3,500. And once you get a better slot, 2 and 6 here, then you can max them out. And what you will get if you just keep farming it over and over again. So I think as far as lair goes, you're pretty much set. Archmage is good for lair. So I think that's the team we're going to stick with. The Archmage. So let's run it a few times, make sure it's stable. So yeah, so I think this is the best team. So we're going to go with this skill set here. Just show it for the people on YouTube, just in case they want to see what skills you're using. And this is like a really good early game lair team if you can pull these monsters early game. And he uses the heal because he wants him to prioritize the counterattack. He can actually upgrade, Druid's rune, but it's not important. As you can see, Jungle Heart, she doesn't need much. She's on purple runes and she does just fine. Only 15 speed, but she's still perfect. Holy Swordsman, we just went over. He's using crit damage passive on all of them. And Bone King, let's check him out. I didn't look at him too much, but he's got 147 crit damage. Decent attack. So let's run this a few times so you guys can we'll make sure that it's stable and safe. Yeah, you just need to take a whole day or like a whole week actually and just keep hitting lair. Because I got so many good runes now. Like you'll just start getting runes that have attack crit rate. You know, attack percentage and crit rate, crit damage. Like they just drop oftenly. Yeah, exactly, Vega. Exactly. We keep positive vibes here always. But the team looks good. This team looks good. It looks solid. I like it better than the golem there. Especially because you're not taking any damage at all here. And once you see like that little bit of damage that you're missing all some time, that tiny bit, you'll be able to do this in like 1 or 2 jumps instead of all 3 jumps. So like I said, once you can fill in those 6-star runes and max them out, you'll pretty much be close to one-shotting this. So you're almost there. And you need to scale up the B. Oh yeah, let's scale up the BK. See how much that helps. We'll do a couple more runs after we scale up the BK. I forgot about that. Let's get his passive maxed out because that's important actually. Because yeah, you see he's not proccing every single time. He's proccing lots of the times, but not every time. So let's definitely skill that up. Let's see. Then you might get that little bit of extra damage that you're missing here, because it comes down to that last jump, like right there. Just get that little bit of damage in there. But this team is fine to run, like farming wise. Like there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, some dies here and there, but it doesn't matter. It's good enough to where it just doesn't matter. So let's skill up the Bone King. All right. Do you want me to do the last 2 or no? Awesome time. I did Spire, so I think I have like 20 or 30. Yeah. Do you want me to just max him out or no? We got into the passive. But I mean, he's kind of worth it. Especially in PvP content because he goes through shields and invincibility. Do you want me to just give the last 2 or no? No problem for me. You're going to use Bone King everywhere. You're going to use Bone King all over the game. But for now, for this account, where this account is, my final word of advice for you is get rid of the purple runes. Get them to level 12. That's the first thing. Second thing is slow down this Archmage. He's way too fast. He does not need to be this fast. You need to get a Teo or Garuda. Something that does... Even Flame Spirit's good too. Flame Spirit's actually really good. Something to nuke the first and second wave of stuff. So you need to invest in a nuker here. Garuda would be just fine as well. He actually does huge damage. He has huge, really good base stats as far as attack and stuff goes. And he's got the 30% crit rate, so you can use this one, sanctify him, and you'll be good to go as far as that goes. You can actually build Noctora as well. I think she's really good for that too. Yeah, she attacks all enemies. Attacks enemy 3 times. Yeah, you actually want something that does an AoE twice. I think Garuda does 2 AoEs. Yeah, attacks all enemies. Attacks all enemies. Build Garuda. Build Garuda as your nuker, and you should be able to fly through that stuff. Those speed teams. And you want to make sure you slow Archmage down, because you don't want Archmage this fast in lair neither. You want Archmage slow like your Holy Swordsman's, because you don't want him to proc out of his buffs. So he definitely needs to be slowed down. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You're doing great. You're doing great. You're in the right direction. You just need to focus on these runes. Get rid of these purple runes. Get some good slot 2, 4s, and 6s and max them out. And use your skill cats. Don't be afraid to use your skill cats. You will get more. Use them. If you're going to use something and invest in it, invest the skill cats as well. Trust me on that. It comes a long way. Try to get these Holy Swordsmen sanctified if they're not. This one is, and this one is. No, this one isn't. So we just pulled you another one, so you can use that one to sanctify this one. It's like this should be 500. And all these 5 stars, just auto sell 5 stars. You're past 5 stars. You do not need 5 stars anymore. Just auto sell them. Only take 6 stars in, and only upgrades the ones that have like crit rate, crit damage, speed, defense, and just auto sell the 5 stars. You do not need them. You're way past 5 stars, and just do that for like a week, and I promise you, your account is gonna be jacked. But that's it. Like, you're doing great. You just gotta keep grinding. Account's looking beautiful. Invest in your nukers. It's always smart to invest in your high damage monsters because they're the ones you're gonna rely on most. You want to get some more crit rate on your Teo as well. He doesn't have enough crit rate, but the speed is good. That's what I'm talking about with the slow speed. Don't prioritize speed on your nukers. You want to prioritize damage. I think you should invest in Teo and Garuda. I think it's totally fine. And slowly build up your Flame Spirit as well, because she's really good to nuke stage 1, stage 2. And then you don't actually have to bring Succubus. You could just bring her and then have Shaman use the defense break. But that's for a more complicated speed team. For now, I would just build Wisp. Upgrade your runes and just keep farming lair. You have a beautiful lair team. Did we check it out since we upgraded the Bone King? We'll end it with the lair runs. But you have a beautiful lair team. Use it, love it, and this is your fate for like the next month. Yeah, perhaps use skill cats on Garuda because I can sanctify. Yeah, he's gonna do. Trust me, my Garuda does so much damage. It's insane, and he's got 2 AOE attacks. He can nuke the first wave and the second wave before your Archmage even takes a turn. And then what happens is your Archmage goes into the boss and he has his skill up because he didn't take a turn on the first and second stage. So you don't have to worry about the long cooldown situation because he's not going to take a turn anyways. Yeah, of course, there are other places, but where his account is, like I said, you could leave it alone and just farm lair. But if you want to speed farm, that's pretty much what you're going to do. I would probably invest in Teo, to be honest with you. But Garuda is going to hit like a truck. He really is. You might not even have to put skill cats in Garuda. Check it out. Do some test runs. See if he can nuke without skill cats after you sanctify him. If he can, then don't worry about it. And just invest in Teo. But anyways, you shouldn't worry about anything but lair. Just keep farming lair, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Do it for like the next 3 weeks. Auto sell the 5-star runes. You do not need them anymore. Your account is way past 5-star runes. You're looking for good 6-star runes with good substats. That's what you're looking for. Like synergizing substats. Attack crit rate, crit damage, attack slot 6, attack slot 2, crit damage slot 4. But this team is beautiful. Like, you can run this team day and night. No headaches, no fails. As long as you have the gems, you can run this team forever and have no worries at all. So I think that does it. I think that's pretty much it for this one. Tried to stop it, but it didn't. So I guess we're doing one more run here. Do some farming tomorrow for Wisp. Yeah, Wisp you can definitely build. 6-star the Garuda. Sanctify him, because he's going to do good in World Boss no matter what. Hold off on the skill cats as far as Garuda goes. See if you can nuke without them. But he'll do the same damage in World Boss either way. So don't worry about that too much. Probably better to invest in Teo because he's not the best anymore, but he's decent. I would probably say investing in him is not a bad idea. Because you don't have a lot of AoE nukers. That's the only thing I can see you lacking. You have a lot of single target. I mean, Archmage is an AoE, but he always prioritizes his A3 over his A2. Never thanks for the help. No, you're not. Sometimes it just comes down to just not doing it, or just knowing what's wrong, but just not doing it. But maybe now that you hear it, you'll do it. And just get rid of those purple runes, please. No reason for an account with 10 million mana or Kalinite to have purple runes. That's insane. There we go. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for this one. Thank you, Awesome Time, so much for letting us review your account. I know we didn't really do much here, but it's because your account is exactly where it needs to be. So that's a good thing because you're doing the right thing. You're doing exactly what you should be doing. Just get rid of those purple runes. Keep farming lair for like the next 3 weeks. And we'll come back in about 3 to 4 weeks and we'll see where your progression is at. So I will see you guys in the next one. SpaceBallz out. Peace.